What's going on, guys? Steve here from InvestorMaverick.com. Today's video, I just want to give you an update on COTPS, what the current status quo is. First and foremost, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is purely educational and entertainment purposes only. Find yourself somebody that's qualified to give you financial advice, because I'm not your guy. I'm just sharing my experience. So let's get into this. I saw this article, even though it was like May 23rd, COTPS, auto arbitrage. It was a scam after all. What a surprise, right? And I find it interesting that all of these people that are, on YouTube, I'm seeing a common theme here where they kind of just jump from like high yield program or Ponzi to Ponzi, constantly just promoting the next thing, hoping to get rich and get in before it goes down. And unfortunately with this, it's like a bunch of them kind of went down all at the same time, not only with COTPS, but Swapnex, and now we got MetaFi yielders kind of on the chopping board with not being able to withdraw. So they're all very similar in the sense that they're all showing the same red flag signs, with like fake CEOs to funky like business addresses and licenses. The websites look kind of weird. I mean, COTPS definitely looks sus from the beginning. And then also just people like this now they're writing articles saying, oh, I'm sorry to all my referrals. Personally, I'd like to apologize to all the individuals who invested after reading my 2 articles here on Medium. We know all these things are a flip of the coin, but when the coin dice falls on the wrong side, there is still a bitter aftertaste. I haven't read the other articles, but I'm sure he was hyping it up and showing how much he was making and able to pull out. And of course, anybody's going to get super excited about that and invest, hopefully not a lot of money. Once again, not financial advice. The team behind COTPS are either Chilean or Asian. I don't know where they're getting this information from, or both. I know I've heard like there's like an Asian name where the business was opened up in Colorado. They may also be Predator behind Swapnex. Okay, so they're saying... Yeah, so Swapnex was pointing the fingers at COTPS, saying they couldn't get their money back from them for some weird reason, which obviously is a fake excuse. And who knows, there's probably the same guy behind both, and like, oh yeah, we're just gonna, I could just like see these guys like, some dark room somewhere, all drinking beers and being just laughing in front of their computer, like, yeah, what crazy excuse should we make up now? What are they gonna believe, right? How much did they get away with? Well, we'll never know for sure, but several hundreds of millions of dollars seems to have been moved from the main wallets either today. So I know a lot of people are saying like, oh, I can get my money back. And then, if you type in COTPS scam into Google, you're going to get a bunch of these like Refund Doctor, Financial Fund Recovery, RecoverGlobal.com. And just be careful with these kinds of sites because maybe if you were in some scam that you paid a credit card with, you'd be able to get your money back a lot easier. I know I've been scammed in certain programs, and I was able to get my money back within 6 to 12 months. But with crypto, it's entirely different. This is the reason why crypto is so powerful is, once you have a wallet, it's very, very difficult, if not impossible, to get that money out of that wallet if you don't have the right passwords or codes, or if it's on like a paper wallet hidden somewhere. If you don't know where that location is, you're not going to be able to get that money. And then even if you do know that location, if you don't have the password or the codes for it, you're screwed. Like you can't. There's people with like millions of dollars on hardware wallets or in like hard drives that they're not able to get their money out of. So with these recovery programs, be careful, because I see them spamming all over the comments in Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. The list goes on. Any social media platform, you've probably seen those sites like, oh, Karen, I'm so thankful for this person. They were able to get $46,000 back, blah, blah, blah. Now all of my YouTube comments are literally just all spam, unfortunately. So just be careful of that. This is one video I saw here that I kind of wanted to do a quick reaction to. Because this is the thing I notice with like, oh God, these ads are just so cringe. What is this for?
So officially
COTPS. So he's saying stole 17 billion. This is where I just get like, where does everybody get this information from? Because I hear like there's hundreds of millions stolen to $7 billion stolen to billion, and I've even heard like 79 billion. I'm like, where are these numbers coming from? There's a lot of like false information being spread around. So let's see what this guy has to say. Let me put on these closed captioning and let's speed this up so you don't have to sit through the whole thing here.
Stole $7 billion. $7 billion. Yes, that's what they did. A lot of people hate cops. A lot of people hate even me. I don't hate myself, honestly, and I don't hate you all.
If I had to guess why people hate you, is because you're saying $7 billion, but then your headline, even your thumbnail says 17. That's just a guess. Not trying to hate on you, dude.
But I'm here to share with you some information. The point of this is that we all know exactly what's going on, and super important that we move on, okay? But I wanted to show you how the wallet of the cops moved $7 billion from one wallet to another one, and maybe if you guys want to report it, I'm going to share with you the exact wallet they were using, okay? So now, a brand new update. This is in regards to cops, but I do videos every single day, so in case you guys completely gone. So it's 100% confirmed that they're a scam. Okay? So it's completely.
Yeah, so I just checked earlier. Yeah, it's still down. No update. I know there was some like updates on Twitter, but their Twitter is also down. Nothing's there as well. And I see a bunch of these other fake Twitters that are no longer in existence. Not surprising. Business as usual.
Completely gone. They're a scam, and we all know that. This is gonna.
Okay, we get it.
I was reading this tweet from this person that says, I was lucky. I had taken a break even 10 days before cops stopped sending SMS because I needed money. They realistically understood that it was a direct scam when they stopped sending SMS because we could not get information of kind concrete.
Okay, so if you guys are new to this, that was the first problem they had. SMS verification code. We weren't able to get it in a certain amount of time that they gave. I think it was like 90 seconds. It would count down. You'd get the SMS, and then it would be invalid. And that problem persisted over and over again for weeks. And then the other excuse was, oh, we're having problems with getting our money from Binance, which is not true. I mean, I see like a bunch of, so here's something from support saying, from Binance support, by the way. Our team received queries related to an incident of possible scam with a platform called COTPS. We wish to clarify that Binance.com does not have any business relationship with COTPS, and they do not use Binance's API. We can confirm that the report addresses so far are not associated with Binance addresses and are not associated with Binance users' account. We would recommend that you report the incident to the police if you wish to conduct an official investigation. We will render our cooperation to the law enforcement authorities when they reach out to us. We understand how difficult the situation is, and we hope the authorities can assist you in the investigation and successfully resolve your issue soon. So that's coming from Binance's support. Who knows if this is real? It sounds real to me. I'm sure a lot of people are trying to message them after other people are saying that like it's Binance's fault, especially on the website. Obviously I can't show you that right now, but they had some kind of thing talking about Binance, I think. And Swapnex was blaming them. And there's just a hot mess of just fake excuses. But let's get back to the video here.
So the cool thing here is that
you keep saying cops. Cops? COTPS? COTPS? COTPS. Cops?
Okay, look at this comment. It says, what about we hire a really high-end hacker? All of us contribute at least with $100 to locate and put a face behind cops. No, not really. The thing is that...
Okay, so that person was saying we should all chip in to hire a really good hacker. That's another great way to get your money stolen, because the guys that stole the money in the first place were hackers. Basically, I'm sure they were doing a lot of other things. This is not their first rodeo here. So be careful with hiring hackers. They're hackers for a reason. They like doing illegal things. Hacking.
And, the problem is that from people who actually join afterwards, for instance, myself, that I joined around a month and a half ago or 2 months ago, I don't remember. So a lot of people were making money behind me. But when I actually got into it, unfortunately, we lost money. As a matter of fact, I had made my $5,000 first initial deposit. I had already made that back, and I withdrew only $3,000. And plus, I deposited $13,000 more because I wanted to make more money. I really liked it. So what happened was that
I got greedy.
5 days later, when I had made already around $8,000, it stopped working. Okay? So that's the biggest problem, all right? If you enter before, pretty much like a Ponzi scheme, if you enter before, you probably make some money or really good money. But if not, if you enter like me later on, unfortunately, we ended up losing money. This is not justifying the scam. This is just to explain to you why some people...
This is kind of what I notice on YouTube with all these YouTubers or influencers, whatever you want to call them. They have pretty big following. There's some guys with like 100,000 like this guy, and there's like 80,000, 20,000, and so on. And they all seem to do the same thing, promoting these high yield interest paying programs, which are basically just crypto scams, right? It's kind of just like turning the old school Ponzi scheme into a easier way to steal larger amounts of money, unfortunately. And once again, this is not financial advice, but it seems like the thing to do is just create a YouTube channel and just keep promoting these, or just have like a list. Or I noticed there's a lot of like network marketers, MLM type people that are kind of getting into this kind of thing because they like the idea of a downline and building a team and stuff. Anytime I hear the word team or downline, that's where I'm just like, red flag, hold up, because I used to be involved in a lot of those a long time ago, and like I was just like, I got tired of that stuff.
Defend cops still because they make money. Okay, I don't defend it, I don't attack it. It's just part of the game. Okay.
And then one trait that I noticed too, and this is not like trying to disrespect anybody, this is just what I noticed, right? From being in that industry, is they always like to go from like one shiny project to the next. Like once one gets shut down, they're like, okay, what's next? They start fiending like, oh my God, we got to get some more money. And then they go to the next one, get the crack, move to the next thing, right? And then it's just a vicious cycle that just, there's like no long-term plan other than just like get rich quick, try to get into the next thing, put the money in the next thing.
From a group that I'm actually part of, and it's this baby right here. This is the wallet, in case you guys want to check it out. This is the wallet. You can pause the video or whatever. It says this Binance account had $7 billion balance a few hours ago. As you can see, it's just over $1.3 billion right here. This is the balance. They're pulling the funds and running. You can report this to Binance to see if they would block it.
See, this is where I get confused as well. Like everyone's showing like a different wallet address. Like I've seen one for 7 billion. I've seen another one for like hundreds of millions. I've seen another one for like 79 billion, which I know for sure was a mistake because I saw and I looked that one up and it was actual wallet of like a network or something like that, or an exchange. But like everyone keeps showing these different wallets. So I don't know exactly how you're finding out which one is the most legitimate one or the actual one, but I keep seeing different ones. Nothing's matching up.
Other than that, COTPS appears to be gone. And yes, it's officially gone. So if they actually made $7 billion, trust me, that is a sufficient amount for authorities to actually go after them. I'm not saying they will. I'm just saying it is a sufficient amount for people to go with it. So let me see if there's.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think anybody's going to do anything.
May 22nd. This was yesterday. Another place reporting them as a scam, which could be right now stuck.
Okay, let's skip over this.
Retrospectively back to scam investors. Okay, that's not going to happen. Let's put the law. Okay, this is the same thing. Stole a total. I thought it was $7 billion. So probably they had different wallets, but $17 billion is a lot of money. It's even $2 billion, $1 billion would be enough for the FBI to get, her hands on this.
Oh, so it looks like it's 17 billion then. That's why. Once again, the amount keeps changing. All right, so overall, it looks like it's done. There's really not much else we can do. I know people are trying to reach out to the authorities or reporting it to the government of some kind and hoping for the best. But yeah, that's the name of the game with crypto. I mean, if you had a credit card or you did it through a bank and you paid for one of these programs, it would be a lot easier. But that's not the case. This is crypto. Anybody can run off with any amount of money. And, that's the power of it, is that it's secure. The government can't touch it. And that's how you can literally move large amounts of money to different parts of the world. And you could even have it on a piece of paper or a ledger or some kind of hardware wallet. And, that's the... it can go both ways. Obviously, in this case, it's not a good thing because nobody can get their money back. But that's kind of why I like making these videos, to educate people on, how to spot a scam and how to really figure out and evaluate something before jumping in. Because I know it's always exciting when you hear friends or family members making tons of money. But just do your research. Be smart about it. I obviously jumped into this thing thinking and just testing it out just to see if it was going to work or not, because I had a friend that tested it out, and then I obviously lost my money. So I can't really talk either, but I just want you to live vicariously through me so you don't make the same mistake again, especially when there's like new programs like these coming up left and right. MetaFi Yielders is definitely one. to watch out for. So I'll probably make another video on that and keep you guys updated, because I know they're having a bunch of issues with withdrawing their money. So with that said, let me know your guys' experience with COTPS or SwapNext or Medify Yielders or any other programs that you may have lost money in or you're currently making money in. I'd like to make more videos on different ones to kind of give a breakdown or do a little deep dive and investigate on whether or not it's something that makes sense. But once again, this is not financial advice. My name's Steve. Definitely follow me on my socials, Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff down below. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Take it easy.